Before this video starts, I'd just like to make an announcement. I have the Liberal Tears mug for $14.99 on my website. It is the first link in the description if you want to go pick one up. Don't worry if it breaks when it comes to your house. I'll send you another one for free out of my pocket. I don't care. I want you to get your Liberal Tear mug. It comes in Liberal Tears white with the face, black with the face, white without the face, and black without the face. So pick whichever one you want, and it'll come to your door in about 3 to 5 days. So that should be epic. First link in the description. Thank you. Let's go on with the video.
So, I mean, like I said, we have more resources under our shores and our lands than any other nation, including Russia, including Saudi Arabia. We just don't have policies in place that allow us to access it.
Yeah, I just have a question for all of you. I guess, what scholastic credibility do any of you have, just coming from a place of having, being in college for a really long time and taking a bunch of environmental studies courses and knowing that, climate change is real, and a big part of climate change is, the United States is, gluttonous, consumer-driven, abusive, exploitative lives. I've heard these things from.
And this is what you're being taught. This is called brainwashing, by the way. But anyway, you're being brainwashed. My
somebody disprove global warming. I just want to know who's disproved global warming, because not the 98% of climate scientists I've heard talk about.
Okay, hang on. Let me answer. Okay, you're in college, so I'd say logic will work beautifully with you. If we say that 98%, no, please, sweetie, because actually, this point I really love doing. So
no, I can't take anything you said seriously, because you said that washing machines were more liberating than the birth control pill. You don't know anything. You are the least credible human being I've ever encountered. I know that this is absurd. I just can't help it. I'm sorry, but you're a goddamn idiot.
A goddamn idiot.
You are, and you're lying through your teeth.
Is this what you always say?
And how does it feel?
What am I lying about?
Feels good to tell the truth.
What am I lying about?
I've been to Africa.
What am I lying
You've
about?
been to Africa?
I haven't been to Africa, but that doesn't mean that I don't know
but
that the infant
No, she doesn't have an
mortality
opinion
rate in
about
neighborhoods
Africa.
in Philadelphia are just as bad as places in Africa, all right?
Say again?
The infant mortality rate in black and brown communities, like in North Philadelphia, is just as high as in many places.
Okay, that is factually inaccurate. But can I just do one point, because I think it's worthwhile. Even though I've just been personally insulted, which I think is an extraordinary thing for intelligent people to do if she was talking about academic background. That's not what an open-minded person does. But let's just look at what she said, because I think it's really worthwhile. So she said that 98% of scientists agree that global warming is a major problem, basically. That's what she said, 98% of scientists. Everyone in this room is going to college, so you're going to like the logic of this. If you say 98% of something, there must be 100%. So somewhere there must be a list. There must be a list of all the scientists that exist. My first challenge to this lady is to give me the list of every scientist that exists in the world. Because if they do, that's how you can use the word 98%. If there isn't a definitive list, there is no such thing as 98%. Number one, logic. Number two, science does not proceed by consensus. Science is not democratic. At one time in history, it was the consensus that the Earth was flat. Everyone believed in that. Everyone agreed on that. One man said that that was not true. One person is true. The idea, anyone who says to you, the majority agree with it, so it's true, is not a scientist. I don't know what they are, but they're not a scientist. The laws of gravity do not get agreed by a consensus, by a vote, by a democracy. Science is not democratic. Science is about truth. One person can be correct. The person who quotes 98% of science is somebody who already knows they're losing. So they are using illogic. 98% of all scientists, unless you have an index of all scientists. Richard Lindzen, chair of atmospheric sciences at MIT, says we need to not worry about this. He was on the IPC. He resigned because of the fact that it was so unscientific. The list of scientists that I think is running to about 1,000 that I've seen a list of, who dissent with the other opinion. It grows all the time, but it doesn't really matter how big the list is. It doesn't matter. Because the truth is the truth, and it's not done by majority. We can't all vote in this room about the laws of physics and make it right. And I would like the lady who insulted me earlier to at least acknowledge my logic, at least acknowledge that logic, because she is obviously a highly educated person, although I question that. Anyone who needs to insult, anyone who needs to use ad hominem attacks against the speaker is someone who is obviously really shaky on their facts. Hit me with facts, girl. But I mean, when you have to go down to the personal attacks, you're obviously really losing it. You're going to give me the list then of the 100%. So you have a list of every scientist that ever lived.
It's not a list. The book isn't really that big. But I do have some notes about the IPCC, which is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change.
Intergovernmental, not interscientific. It's a governmental panel. It's not scientific.
Yes. Yes, it is. And it was evaluated research from over 130 countries.
Great.
Some of them were actually part of the European Union. And, you know, the European Union uses...
What about the European Union? Like,
I'm just saying they use a lot of really great, I don't know...
Really great what?
Sustainable energy practices.
Oh my God, okay, stop.
Windmills.
Stop, we have to stop you on that. In Spain, do you know what the unemployment rate in Spain is? Where they have this wonderful... Which was a poster child for renewable energy, Spain. They have over 20% unemployment.
And how many of them have health care and get to eat food all the time because their government takes care of them? Just curious.
Yeah.
Enlighten me.
Well,
I can tell you one thing. You're about the only person in the world who thinks that the European experiment is a success.
except for the president.
They have no money. They're being bailed out by everyone. The whole thing is falling to pieces. And look at her. My God, you need to read a newspaper. You have got to be informing yourself. The European Union are about to crumble. The euro is about to crumble. Are you aware of that?
And the US dollar's doing so good right now?
It's doing a lot better. It's doing an awful lot better. Europe is falling to pieces. You do know that now, do you? Don't you? You know that they're rioting in Greece. In Greece, people retire at 50, and they can't continue to pay them. Greece has no money. You do know that. You do know that. You know that in France, there is an incredible problem. They're spending more money than they have. You do know this. Ireland, where I'm from, we are in such bad shape, we have had to give over the sovereignty of our country to the IMF. The IMF had to come in to run Ireland. Do not sit here and try and explain to people here that Europe is a success. You are one girl in a million who's going to believe that. The whole world is acknowledging that the European experiment was a mistake.
Well, then what experiment worked?
The American experiment! The American experiment! Let me make a point on that. God bless America. This is the only country. Everyone's trying to come here. I don't think Cubans are stupid, by the way. Cubans swim with sharks to get to this country.
And they're drilling for oil.
Yeah.
The coast of Florida.
I mean,
That's hilarious.
this is amazing.
Europe, oh my God.
The United States of America.
I want to quote
People die. They hide in trucks and vans. They give their life. They give their children to come here. And you think we're foul? Read the newspaper. Do you not read these articles? The European Union, literally.
I agree.
Are there any other
Okay,
questions?
any other questions? Thank you very much. Anyone who wants...
Hey, jump out the way, fuck Hillary! No fascist USA! Fuck Trump! Fuck Hillary! No fascist USA! Fuck Trump! Fuck KKK! Hey, this man is savage! Hey, go Trump! Hey, go Trump! Fuck Trump! Go Trump! Fuck KKK! Go fascist USA! Fuck Trump! No KKK! Fuck fascist USA! Let me see that. Hi, bye.
So am I. But the Native Americans like to question it. This is why. Hold on.
Why do you carry a gun?
Because I'm a fucking American.
Yeah, I have that right. Don't touch him, man.
I have the right.
You touch him, you're down.
This is my
You touch
Second
him, you're
Amendment
down.
right. This is my Second Amendment right.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you an American?
And that's why we can't go against attitude. Yeah. Oh, you know exactly what the fuck I'm means. I'm letting you know that I don't care about your fucking rhetoric. So
I'm still voting for Donald Trump.
I don't really care who you vote for.
I'm still voting for Donald Trump, buddy.
No, I can agitate because he's fucking agitating. So
still
what?
voting for
So
Donald
what?
Trump.
I can agitate because I don't care about going to jail. I know, yeah.
You're upset.
You're an idiot because you support Donald Trump. Well, I thought that you're with him. You're an idiot for calling me an idiot.
Dick sucking ass motherfucker. That's why you don't do shit. Swing at me, homie. Swing at me. Swing at me, homie. You ain't gonna do fucking shit. I understand you ain't gonna do shit.
Agitator! You're in the protest area.
These are the people who dislike Donald Trump. Look how they act. They're
Sure about that?
People that he asked his security guards to kick out of the rally.
Oh, and Valdosta State?
Yeah.
Talking about, oh,
Yeah.
they were protesting against him.
Yeah, and what is that?
You
That's
cannot
shit that-
protest in a rally. Then why would you do that?
Why? It's freedom of speech.
We don't go to your rally. We don't go to your rally.
Sitting there.
He does the same thing to white people too. So I don't understand. He does the exact same thing to white people too. So
And that makes it okay.
I mean, if you're gonna protest against us, yeah,
Don't let Trump supporters like freely protest.
okay.
You should go get educated on what's
Oh,
important.
I'm very educated,
Yeah.
man. I'm very educated.
You alright?
Mike Brothers, you got a bottle of water? If you got, hang on a second. If you guys want, I'm listening. Very funny.
We fought against race.
Really? Watch out, Edge. No, fuck that. Yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Fuck Trump. 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 So loud.
Nigga, you gonna fucking get drafted, nigga. You gonna get drafted, nigga? Or you gonna run
Show your faces. Hide behind masks. Say hello. Show your faces. Say hello. Here's a real
What's up? I'm a 17-year-old girl. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Bitch. Do something, bitch.
What you guys stand for? This is peaceful protest. Yeah, you're lovely. I got pushed.
You're a bitch.
I got pushed. Actually, you guys are calling me again. Would you die for your right to speak like this? Would you die for our right to speak like this? I actually fought for your right to speak like this.
We don't have any rights.
You have the right to stand here and do this, don't you? And so do I. And so do I. Fuck you. Fuck
¡Es por la raza! ¡Es por la raza, puto! ¡Eh, viva la raza, güey! ¡Fuck capitalism! ¡Fuck capitalism!
Fuck you!
Police protection on San Carlos Street, a mob mentality took over. A Trump supporter wearing a Build the Wall t-shirt was assaulted by several young men. Fearing for his safety, I yelled at him to get away.
Run! Get the hell out of here!
Get up, man! What are you doing? Assaulting people?
For several minutes, there was no police protection.
Was assaulted by several times with while inside the anti-Trump protest, trying to get out to the street to get picked up by my parents.
Let's do it.
I feel like I'm gonna get fed.
No, that's cool, man. Free speech has had to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. He gets free speech, it's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Fuck enlightenment, it's got to go. Hey, hey. I don't have a big dick. I don't have a big dick. I can't suck myself. Milo can suck his own dick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I'm not gonna leave, dude. No.
Get the fuck out of
Why
here.
should I
man,
leave?
Motherfucker, get the fuck
Hey, don't
out of here.
don't touch my stuff, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're not fucking welcome here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not welcome.
Take your whole crew, fuckboys here. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, we're gonna have an orgy
I'll see you
afterwards.
guys at work, motherfuckers.
I love you. I love you, man. I love you.
Fuck
I love you. Why?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not gonna leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna leave, man.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I love you.
Get the fuck
I love
out of
you,
here,
man.
motherfucker.
Shit.
Get the fuck.
I love you too.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck off campus. Get the fuck out of fucking accident. Get the fuck out of here.
It was an accident.
Get
That's
the
true.
fuck out of here.
So-
Yeah, you probably should have been aborted.
Probably.
I mean, like, the best part of you probably would kind of crack your mom's ass. Man.
Hey, I don't know. My mom likes Trump.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Fuck off.
So only people that
Fuck
agree with you
off.
are allowed free speech.
Fuck off.
All right, thank you, sir. I think are you for the First Amendment? In certain circumstances. Holy shit! You only believe in free speech in certain circumstances? Oh my god, that's terrifying, man.
These are the animals that we're constantly fighting against. See them? Look at them in the eye. Yeah. Look at them in the eye, because we're going to be fighting against them. Learn from that. Just look at them in the eye, right? This one too, look at another one. KKK supporter. Both of them. All right? Come on, guys. Bitch ass. Bitch ass.
Go with that sign. Go right in the middle with that sign. Let's see how long you last. You're so tough. Go over there. Go over there, you fucking Nazi. Now you're gonna stay here where you're safe, right? You're gonna stay here where you're safe.
Hello, everyone. Hey, I'm just stopping by to remind you that liberals are insane. Social justice warriors are becoming more violent and triggered than ever before. Anyways, be sure to subscribe to KGP TV on YouTube and have a blessed day. Yeah, man.
Want, and it'll come to your door in about 3 to 5 days, so that should be epic. First link in the description. Thank you. Let's go on with the video.
So, I mean, like I said, we have more resources under our shores and our lands than any other nation, including Russia, including Saudi Arabia. We just don't have policies in place that allow us to access it.
Yeah, I just have a question for all of you. I guess, what scholastic credibility do any of you have, just coming from a place of having, being in college for a really long time and taking a bunch of environmental studies courses and knowing that, climate change is real and a big part of climate change. 98% of climate scientists I've heard talk about.
Okay, hang on. Let me answer. Can I answer that one? Okay, you're in college, so I'd say logic will work beautifully with you. If we say the 98%. No, please, sweetie, because actually, this point I really love doing. So let's
I can't take anything you said seriously because you said that washing machines were more liberating than the birth control pill.
Before this video starts, I'd just like to make an announcement. I have the Liberal Tears mug for $14.99 on my website. It is the first link in the description if you want to go pick one up. Don't worry if it breaks when it comes to your house. I'll send you another one for free out of my pocket. I don't care. I want you to get your Liberal Tear mug. It comes in Liberal Tears white with the face, black with the face, white without the face, and black without the face. So pick whichever one you want.
Is, the United States is, I guess, gluttonous, consumer-driven, abusive, exploitative lives. I've heard these things from.
And this is what you're being taught. This is called brainwashing, by the way. But anyway, you're being brainwashed. My
Somebody just disprove global warming. I just want to know who's disproved global warming, because not.